Good morning, everyone, from the Salt Lake City International Airport. I am currently sitting at gate B22, and my departure gate is B19. Sorry about the lighting. It is what it is, but I'm enjoying soaking up the sun here at the gate, so deal with it. So if you've ever been to the Salt Lake City Airport, there's what I like to call the rich gates and the poor gates. Now the A gates are the rich gates. That's Delta and a couple other airlines. Salt Lake City is a Delta hub, and then there's the B gates, and the B gates are out in the back 40, and gate B19 is quite possibly the farthest gate away from everything, simply because they haven't finished the terminal. So that's the end of the terminal. There's 19. So there's 19 and 21 right there, and then I'm sitting at 22. And I mean, for young, healthy people, like it's not that far. It's not a huge deal. But if you're old, or if you're in a hurry, it's quite the hike to get from the A side over to the B side. The back 40 is pretty darn far away. They just made an announcement at my gate and I didn't hear it. It's all right. I'm checked in. I'm confirmed. I've checked my bag. We're good. So yesterday, for my first video, I was working. I have a handful of side jobs on top of my full-time nursing job. So, as you guys know, I am an ER nurse. I work full-time as an ER nurse in a hospital. However, my side job yesterday, so I'm a subcontractor for a subcontractor for a subcontractor for a national sports broadcaster. Part of my agreement to work is that I don't disclose who that is. However, they're a national sports broadcaster. So that job is awesome. It is great. So essentially I provide on-site occupational health services for the TV crew at this particular sporting event. So really all I do is Band-Aids and boo-boos and sunscreen and fluid replacement by mouth. Like, there's no invasive procedures. I'm not placing IV lines. I'm not doing IV fluid replacement. I'm doing very basic occupational health stuff. And then, so like yesterday, the tech manager on site, who is the site manager for the event, for the crew, he's like, hey, are you able to do like stop smoking counseling for people? I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's certainly within my scope and in my job. He's like, I've got a couple of guys here that are vaping and I don't like it, and it's against company policy for them to smoke or vape on site. Can you talk to him? I'm like, I mean, if you don't want them to smoke or vape on site because it's company policy, that sounds like a you thing. However, if you instruct them, hey, go see the nurse, then I'm happy to provide that counseling session. Like, that doesn't hurt my feelings at all. So these couple of guys come up, like, hey, the boss sent me over to you. Okay, cool. What do you want? He's like, well, he told us that you were going to tell us to stop smoking. Okay, said, so even as an ER nurse, like, the extent of my stop smoking counseling is, we live in a time and age where we know smoking and vaping is bad for us. We know that tobacco use of any kind is bad for us. You're a grown-up. You get to make grown-up decisions. However, you do need to know that smoking and vaping and tobacco use is bad for us. Like, understood. And I said, however, I am going to remind you, and I said, it is not my company's policy that you are not allowed to smoke or vape or use tobacco on site. That is your company policy and the company that you contract with. Said, I can't stop you, I can't force you, I can't pull you off the work site. Said, but your manager can. And they're like, understood. So that was probably the highlight of my event yesterday. It's really a good job. I like it. And these sports broadcasters and these technical guys, audio video guys, are just, they're fun to work with, and they're good people. Part of my ADHD brain tells me, I think I can learn that job pretty quick. And then, like, the actual, like, real part of my brain says, you're a dummy. Like, these guys go to school for years to learn this stuff, and then they have years of on-the-job training to figure this stuff out. So, however, as I sit at the airport, let's rewind. So I didn't get home until 12:30-ish in the morning. I didn't go to bed until 1:30-ish in the morning. I was up at 6. I packed last night, so up at 6. Got my stuff in the car. Only one of my kids wanted to come to the airport. Mrs. drove me down with the middle child, who wanted to come see me off. And he's probably the most emotionally tender of my kids. So I have to pay a little bit more attention to him and his feelings. But you know what? I'm grateful for him, because he helps keep me grounded. He helps me understand that not everything in life has to be tough or hard. Like, we're allowed to have a little bit of softness in our life. So as I sit in the airport and kind of relish the moment that we had at the airport, saying goodbye and the hugs and kisses and loves, I am grateful to my family.
The Salt Lake City Airport is smoke
I
free.
am
Individuals
so
wishing to
grateful to
smoke
my wife,
must exit
who
the airport and go to a designated
allows
smoking
me
area.
to do some wild things, who, through her struggles and trials, still allows me to have some freedom as a man and say, I want to do something, I need to do something, and I need you to let me do it. And she does that pretty frequently, and I'm grateful for her.
Hello, bonjour, Air
And
Canada
I say
passengers on
publicly
flight
that I love her.
798 to Toronto. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did an online
So,
check-in and if you did not
I'm
see
sitting at the
a
airport
immediate
now,
receipt as deployed, update
in the back
25.
40 of the
Again,
airport.
if you're on flight
You
798
know,
to Toronto, if you did not see a
really, like,
immediate
this
physically
is
at the
the end of
check-in,
the
you
line.
just
Like,
went
the
through the
people
doors
that are
and
coming
found the
down here
security in here.
are not
Please
coming
use the
down here
podium
to
of
explore the
25.
airport. Like, they're coming down here so that they can actually catch their flight. So I'm flying Southwest Airlines, flying out of Salt Lake, connecting into Austin, and then flying from Austin to Tampa. So right now it is 8:46 in the morning on October 12th, and I am anticipating being into Tampa at 6:30 p.m. ish tonight. folks, wish me luck. If you're the praying kind, spiritual kind, good vibes kind, I'll take it all. I don't care.
Air Canada is paging passengers
Thank you
last name
for
Adamson,
your support. Thank you for watching. Thank
Agaro,
you for
Black, Buck,
your
Ellie,
encouragement. Some of you have reached out to me personally because you're my friends,
Chisluka,
and wish me luck. So thank you for that. And I'm hopefully gonna be doing these things in 10-minute increments, 10 or 15-minute increments, and just talking about feelings and talking about what's going on. So please do all the clicky things: like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, and we'll see you later.